This episode of Simone Love's Hour is sponsored by TDS Accounting and Tax Services, where we provide a wide range of services. We provide accounting services tailored to your specific business needs. We also provide personal and business tax services. So give us a call today at 202-299-4082. Again, 202-299-4082 to set up an appointment today.
There's no love like a mother's love. Speaking from the heart, a mother guides her children through life as she tries to protect them from the world. This heartwarming, rhyming story will paint mom in a new light, telling children that their mother cares and love knows no bounds. Written by Simone Harris, A Mother's Love, available now on Amazon.com.
Hi, my name is Rashi Harris, aka Old Man Izzo. This is my new release, Orange Jumpsuit, available now on most streaming networks.
Are you in need of a certified anger management program? CE Learning Center offers a certified anger management program which is nationally recognized in 26 countries through the National Anger Management Association. Whether workplace training, schools, court-ordered, inmate transitioning programs, contact CE Learning Center to discuss your specific certified anger management needs. Visit the website at clcllc.org. Again, clcllc.org for all your certified anger management needs. Welcome to Simone Love's Hour. Here we focus on criminal justice reform and a host of other topics. I'm your host, Simone Love, and I'll be here each and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. here on redmediaradio.com. Thank you for listening, and please enjoy the show. Today, our special guests are Ms. Newton and her son, Mr. Jamel Daniels, founder of Dem Rep Maroon Life. We'll be speaking to Mr. Daniels about his foundation and to his mother, Miss Newton, about mental effects and how she copes with her son's incarceration and why he should be given a second chance at freedom. But before we hear from Miss Newton and Mr. Daniels, and speaking of second chances, Melissa Luico was rewarded with a stay of execution on April 25th. She was scheduled to be executed today, April 27th. The highest criminal court in Texas on Monday ordered a halt to the execution of a Hispanic mother of 14 convicted of killing her 2-year-old child more than a decade ago, in a case that has drawn public outrage. The mother, Melissa Luico, has long maintained her innocence, and calls for leniency have become widespread in Texas, including among dozens of Democratic and Republican state legislators, as new evidence and expert testimony emerged that cast strong doubt on her guilt. In a 3-page decision ordering a stay to the execution that had been set for Wednesday, the Court of Criminal Appeals found that several of the claims raised by her lawyers needed to be considered by a trial court, including that prosecutors may have used false testimony, that previously unavailable scientific evidence could preclude her conviction, and that prosecutors suppressed other evidence that would have been favorable to her outcome. The case now returns to a lower court to resolve those issues, postponing the executing indefinitely. Miss Lucio would have been the first Hispanic woman executed in Texas. Please listen to a recorded conversation Miss Lucio had when she first found out that she was given a stay of execution.
Jeff Leach.
Okay, hold on just a second. Maybe get closer. I think we lost signal. Hold on just a second. Hello?
Melissa.
Yes.
Hey, this is Jeff Leach.
Yes, sir.
How are you today?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good. Have you heard the news?
No, what?
You haven't heard the news yet?
No, what happened?
The Court of Criminal Appeals issued a stay of your execution for Wednesday.
Are you serious? When did this happen?
We just got word about 15 minutes ago.
Oh my God! That is wonderful! Oh my God! What does that mean?
Well, it means you're gonna wake up on Thursday morning.
Oh my goodness!
And
Oh, thank you, God!
you're not making the trip to Huntsville on Wednesday, and the order was very strong in that it appears that you're gonna get a new trial at the very least.
Oh my goodness! That is so wonderful! Thank you so much! That is great! Thank you so much, Mr. Leach!
Well, Melissa, I love you to death. There's a lot of really great people who've been working on this on your behalf, and I would say,
Thank you!
millions who've been praying for you. You know that, and
Thank you!
it's been an honor to fight for you and believe so strongly in your cause. And of course, remember Mariah today, and I know you do as well. But this isn't the end, and we're going to continue to work together to make sure that that the right thing is done, and that hopefully, ultimately, you're free. That's the goal.
Thank you! Thank you so much! Thank you!
All right, I'm going to come see you soon. Maybe later this week or next week, I'll drop in and come see you.
All right, I'll be waiting for you.
Okay.
Thank you so
Love
much.
you, Melissa. Have a good day.
I love you too.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
We will continue to keep an eye on Miss Lucio's case and will provide updates as they become available. Before we bring on our special guests, Miss Newton and her son, Mr. Jamel Daniels, I want to talk about second chances and how our system is clearly not in place to make it successful for those who are given a second chance. The majority of people believe in second chances. We feel we are human because we make mistakes. We learn from them and we try again. We've been given a reprieve, a second opportunity. Our criminal justice system, on the other hand, does not believe in giving people second opportunities. So for persons whose misdeeds result in jail time, or for those returning home after serving their sentence, the road to reintegration and reuniting with their families and communities is paved with obstacles. Given that roughly 1 out of every 4 people in our state has been associated with the criminal justice system in one way or the other, impediments to community reintegration have a significant impact on many people, particularly people of color. Those boundaries might be so confining that it's difficult to move forward. The barriers prisoners face after getting out of the prison are several and very hard for them to manage and solve. One of the obstacles is after all of the terms of a sentence have been fulfilled, it is extremely difficult to vacate a conviction and have it removed from one's criminal record. As long as a conviction is on a person's record, they will have difficulty obtaining housing, jobs, professional licenses, or even passing background checks to volunteer at their children's school. Our antiquated judicial system can make people wait decades to have their convictions overturned, leaving them to live the rest of their lives haunted by a mistake they made decades ago. Giving someone a second chance entails more than just finding them work or assisting them in staying out of prison. It's about having faith in them and developing a long-term relationship based on trust, forgiveness, and reconciliation. Holding criminals accountable is about more than just punishment or revenge. It's also about assisting them in understanding the consequences of their actions and the need to make amends. As a result, the rehabilitation process must allow them to express regret and make amends. However, the results is not fear-based obedience, but rather a commitment to change through positive relationships. After the break, we will hear from our special guest, Mr. Daniels and his mother, Miss Newton. So make sure you keep it locked right here on redmediaradio.com.
I've been fighting for my life. 527 can't do it. Fighting for my life.
Hi, this is Simone Harris, star of Project L plus 527, A Mother's Journey, a docudrama surrounding my son's life plus 527 years sentence. Please join me in my fight to gain justice for my son, who has been convicted of a non-life-threatening crime. For more information, visit life+527years.com. We are excited to release 2 singles from our soundtrack, Baby Boy and Forgiveness, a collab with my son from behind prison walls. Available now on all streaming networks.
Baby boy, baby boy.
This is a prepaid call from
Rashid Harris. Just to give a gift to my mother.
Baby boy.
Today is the day I get forgiveness from others.
Baby boy, when I wake up in the morning, I feel the pain, 'cause you are away. Baby boy, when I see you in my memories, I know it's time for you to come home. My heart is aching, my mind can't take it, my soul won't make it anymore. My baby boy.
This is a prepaid call from
Rashid Harris.
an inmate at the county correctional facility. All phone calls are subject to recording and monitoring. To decline this call, press 9 now, and to accept this call, press 1 now. Thank you. Your call has been accepted.
Hold on, Bob. Hold on. Start over for me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Baby boy to a queen. You gave me life all the way to 13. Pressure me to do right. Hard-headed ways got me caught up in the fight. Old memories. I love you, ma. Give me unconditional love. show me love and support. Can you ever forgive me for the wrong choices I made? Days we cried, days you made better than others. Days we prayed to better each other. Days I came just to give a kiss to my mother. Today's the day I get forgiveness from others.
Baby boy, baby boy, baby boy, baby boy, baby boy, baby boy, baby boy.
It's plenty of ways you can learn from one another. Even without a father, you still taught me how to love, respect, and be loyal to my woman. When my heart got broke, you was there when no woman wouldn't. Give me a shoulder to lean on, patted my back. Then you spoke on how everything gon' be alright. Turn my feather to a smile, how it shines so bright. Even in my darkest days, how the sun shines so bright. Even so, your sun grew to shine so bright. I try to bully the streets, what's your life like? It took me to your life to see what life is like.
Baby boy, baby boy, ooh, baby boy, baby boy, baby boy, baby boy, ooh, baby
You're my
boy,
backbone.
baby boy.
Can you ever forgive me for the
Baby
wrong
boy,
choices I made?
baby boy,
Days we cried, days you made better than others. Just to
baby
give a kiss to my mother. Today's the day I get forgiveness from others. I got called back.
This is Simone Love, and we have our very special guest, Mr. Jamel Daniels. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on the show today and speaking with us.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So let's just get right into it because I know our time is limited. Tell us a little bit about you up until the point you started getting into trouble.
Well, to be kind of brief, it would take a long time. Well, I'm from Brooklyn, New York City, and I grew up there was also a mixed class of people, middle class and lower class. And I started getting in trouble around the age of 14. And it was in the Fort Greene section of Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, what type of trouble did you start getting into? Was it street related?
Yeah, street related, young kid stuff, stolen cars, things kids get into in a big urban inner city.
Okay. And what do you think was the reason you were, what led you into the streets? Speak about, that part of the aspect.
All right, well, a lot of the contributing factors came from my peers, company that I hung out with, just growing up in a fast city, that can shape you for the best or the worst, so it's basically immature mind that I had.
Tell us about the situation briefly that led you into doing the time that you're doing right now.
Well, I was in the streets even further later on in life, still at a young age, still finding myself. So I still was in the streets, playing around. I was in the drug trade, and being in the drug trade, again, being around the wrong, company of people.
Mm-hmm.
And, one thing turned into another, while I was doing the drug trade, and it turned into a bigger crime, which was murder. And now I'm here paying a penalty.
Okay. So what would be your advice to the younger generation that feel like the streets are their friends?
Yeah, that's real crazy. Well, I would tell today's youth that, out there, just like I tell them in here, now is the time to change their life. Get their education because the education can take them so many places. Don't rush your life. Enjoy being young because the streets is not their friend. It can destroy their life or take their life. So there's only two options with playing with the street. So I tell them stay out of it.
That's wonderful advice. Thank you for that, because so many of our youths are heading down the wrong path, and they have to know and understand that this is not the path they want to be in. Otherwise, they're going to end up in the same predicament that most of our black men are in right now.
Yes.
So, okay, so now that you're doing positive things, you are a role model to our younger generation and some of our older generation and your peers. So let us understand, and we understand that you also have a petition out for a second chance. So tell us why you deserve a second chance.
But I feel I deserve a second chance because not only have I matured enough, but I'm to the of understanding, and understanding means understand my purpose, because I see the effect and change that I have on people that's in my life and people that I constantly come in contact with, and then on top of that, I worked on it in the 21 years of being incarcerated on rehabilitating myself, getting educated, doing certain programs that help shape me to be a better man. So that criminal mind that I had that I was in is no longer exists. Because now I'm older, I'm a grandfather, there's other things that's more important than I understand now that I didn't understand 21 years ago.
Right, okay. And what we can do also here is, because I know you have a petition, and we'll put the link on to our website as well, which is www.life+527years.com. Actually have a petition link on the website. We'll add yours there as well for any listeners who want to support you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. So now you are the founder of Dem Rep Maroon Life.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that is a foundation that you created. So tell us a little bit about that and the mission of your foundation.
Well, the foundation is called, like you said, Dem Rep Maroon Life. And it's basically, it targets the inner city youth, not just on the street, but the ones that's also incarcerated. And it helps them, understand business. It gives them mentorship. It shows them how to promote their talent, because a lot of them have talent, but they have no place they can call home to show results of their talent. So what made me set this organization up, or the foundation, is to give back and help them, see a better way. That if I can do it from here, they can do it from out there, and have that change that I had at an early age.
Right. So tell us a little bit about the talent that you'll be helping some of the inmates display.
Well, some of it will be artwork. Some do craftsmanship out of soap. Some do music. There's a number of things.
Okay. And you'll have that on your website, and let us know what your website is.
DemRepMaroonLife.com. DemRepMaroonLyfe.
Okay, so tell us how you came up with the name for your foundation.
Well, this is a democratic republic that we live in. And I see all the political things that shape this country and basically shape the world. So I had to use that platform, what's going on, them issues, and put that into my belief. And Maroon Life was indigenous people whose name was Maroon. They were slaves, indigenous, that survived on their own and came up out of conditions that a lot of people couldn't come up out of. So that incorporates that with me being incarcerated or someone going through distress who want to come up out of their situation or what they're going through. And they can do it alone. And if they can't do it alone, someone's there to give them that safety net and help them climb the ladder.
Okay. Sounds good. Is there anything else that you want to say to the listeners?
Yes. What I'd like to say to the listeners, please support what's going on in Simone Love and the good things that she's doing and we're doing and everybody else so we can bring about change in the system and to the streets so that you can stop killing each other at a rapid rate at the age they're doing because it's like genocide and we have to do something. We have to step in.
Amen to that. And give us your website one more time.
DemRepMaroonLife.com. DemRepMaroonLyf.
All right, and this is Mr. Jamel Daniels, founder of Dem Rep Maroon Life, and I want to thank you again so much for coming on and sharing your wonderful experience with us.
I appreciate you and thank you for having me.
You're welcome, sir. We're going to take a little break here, and after the break, we'll be speaking to Mr. Daniels' lovely mother, Miss Newton. So make sure you keep it locked right here on redmediaradio.com. I'm Simone Love, and after my son was sentenced to life plus 527 years, I took on some of the guilt for his predicament, which I portray in this next release titled Sorry, available June 3rd on most streaming networks.
Living single life ain't easy.
Oh, I'm not done yet, because it is our jobs to be that of a nurturer for our children. So I always wonder. Okay, thank you guys for tuning back in. We are here with Jamel Daniels' mother, Miss Newton. Hello, Miss Newton. How are you today?
I'm fine.
I want to thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story with us regarding your son. So, as you are aware, my son is also doing a long-term bid down there at James T. Vaughn. He's actually been sentenced to life plus 527 years. So, as a mother, I would like to know, how do you cope with the emotional aspect of your son doing so much time?
Very, very hard. Like, I just need my child back home. It's not, I'm not strong enough to hold up to him doing so much time. He's a good man.
Mm-hmm.
And, all the time just don't make no sense to me. That he should be doing all the time.
Yes, I
just
totally
put my
understand.
prayers in. I pray for him every day. And I'm holding on along with him.
Right. And your support is such a wonderful thing, and they all need it,
Yes.
So,
a lot of support.
So we we were discussing some of the positive things that Jamel is doing with his foundation, and he mentioned that he would possibly be filing for a commutation. So let us know, and I'm sure you've seen his maturity over the years as well, but why do you feel your son should be given another chance back into society?
Because when everything happened, he was young. Mm-hmm. My son has done matured so much. He's moving on. He's a grandfather. You know, he's thinking positive, and he's thinking about doing positive things with his life. He don't have that mindset of that young age when everything happened. You understand?
Right.
So now that he's older, he's more mature.
And we all, we all make mistakes, and if they say
We all do.
that especially the men, and sorry men, that their minds are immature longer than us as women.
Exactly, because for us women, we mature faster.
Right.
So we have to grow up,
Exactly.
because our mothers raised us as women.
Right.
You understand? So when these boys are growing up, they stay boys longer than we stay little girls.
Right. Anything else that you would like to say to the listeners regarding your son?
He has a foundation, and I'm quite sure it's up. So if you can just, just look into his foundation, look into his background, dim rep, maroon, you'll see the positive things he is doing now with his time in his life.
Right. And we'll also be posting his petition on our website at www.lifeplus527years.com.
Yeah.
And also include the link to the foundation as well. Well, Miss Newton, I so appreciate you coming on today and speaking with us.
Yeah.
And you have a wonderful, wonderful day. And we'll be praying for your son as well. You're welcome.
Thank you. And I'm so proud of what you're doing.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Doing.
I appreciate you.
Okay.
All righty. You have a wonderful day.
All right. You too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Thank you again to Mr. Daniels and his mother, Miss Newton, for coming on today and sharing their story. And we are going to continue to pray for Mr. Daniels that he will be successful with his commutation. Also, thank you so much to all the listeners who contacted me regarding Melissa Luico. I and she so much appreciates the continued support, and we will also keep an eye on her case and pray that she will be released from 15 years of isolation, also being in solitary confinement. And I will make sure I write her a letter and let her know how supportive Simone Love Hours listeners have been. She will greatly, greatly appreciate that. And I want to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for listening in each and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. here on Red Media Radio. And I will see you back here, same time, same place, for a special tribute to our women. You don't want to miss that episode. So I'll see you next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.